I was up 28-10 in the third quarter and then absolutely sold. But that's not where this story ends. It's a welcome to a new channel, LimpFlipperGaming, where football stories begin. I know it's a cheesy tagline, but man, I just hope to create some great content for y'all. Welcome to the channel where you get to see me lose a tournament game where $100 is on the line in the semifinals. This guy had my number a few times before. I played a great game, got up 28-10, and just sold the bag. So gonna go over some of that gameplay, talk about college football 26, and talk about my intentions for this channel. Let's get into some gameplay. A little bit of a background. We had a multi-server tournament with some dogs. So what I mean by that is online gameplay. Typically you'll hop into a Discord, schedule your games, all that kind of stuff. So I found mine on Reddit and hopped in there, started online gameplay as LSU and Notre Dame with a bunch of dudes. As you can see here, hit a great run. I am LSU in this, going up against a pretty solid user who's Miami. His name's Zach Attack. Give him a follow if you see him anywhere, Twitch, anything like that. But started out the game hot. So this is an online Dynasty user tournament. So we got a bunch of guys in there. I think it was 28 to start, or 27, somewhere around there. And this is a semifinal game. As you saw earlier, I absolutely sold. So just want to go through the gameplay, talk about new gameplay, all that fun stuff. Had a good stop out the rip against Zach, and really just kind of kicked up the offense. Was running the ball hard. Had a lot of good wins early on. I really enjoyed a pass, but really got to keep the ball on the ground sometimes. I get a little too trigger happy, maybe like real Garrett Nussmeier, start throwing the ball away a little bit. I've played this guy multiple times before and sold the game quite a few times on interceptions. He's got a pretty decent user that he puts in good spots, and he makes some good adjustments. So another run play, kick this one up the middle, nice juke. About a 30-yard run. Caden Durham, 2 touchdowns, playing really well so far. Back on defense, 2nd and 15, trying to lock him up, throwing that end out in the flats, and miss that guy across the middle. And he starts using the legs of Cam Ward, which I was expecting a little bit earlier. So I had to start putting guys in some hard flats, putting guys on QB spies. We did have a rule where you had to rush 3, which makes sense, you know, a little bit more realistic. Tried to hit that guy there. I really thought that was going to be an interception, but just missed it. I start getting a little bit loose on defense here. He made some good adjustments. He's really mixing the run and the pass well. Here I tried to hit him with some man coverage and just get burnt on the corner, which he picked up really well. Saw it early, because I did have a little bit of pressure there. Again, just trying to keep him from scoring here, trying to keep him to 3 if possible at the most. Try to hit him with a crosser blitz here, but I felt like I didn't have enough coverage. In the center, he hits me with a jet sweep, good cut up, touchdown, 1-score game. He's right back in it. Definitely could have made some better adjustments there, knowing that that run was going to the outside. So here, just putting it on the ground again. Good 12, 13-yard run up the middle with Caden Durham. Trying a little bit of duo, mix things up. He's hitting that left side hard, thinking it's going to be an outside toss or outside play. Nice juke by Caden Durham, ripping off another almost 10 yards there. Here I tried to hit him with a halfback swing. He has a good user. He gets out there, but he gets caught up on the line. Caden Durham rips off another 20, 25 yards on that play, which super happy with the way Caden Durham is in this game. You know, shifty, super fast. On even teams, he gets bumped up to like a 99 speed, which is a lot of fun.
Oh,
that one I got lucky, and I'll give it to you. His user was there. It could have been a pick six if he came down a second earlier, so definitely got lucky there. Still driving, though, trying to get some points, answer the touchdown that he got. We got Nussmeier calling in motion, little jet sweep, get him up the field. Nothing too crazy there. He had a good stop. I try to hit him with some no huddle, try and kind of confuse him, make it so that he can't get his user on the right side, and hit him with a little option, run it upfield for about 10, 15 yards. Bad juke, juked at the wrong time. Got a 4th and inches here. I noticed that he didn't stack the box over the center, so QB sneak gets you the first down. And then we got a little screen pass, nice spin move, gets us a couple yards there. Really just trying to deliver, trying to think about what I want to run. Here I just decide, I think, to run right up the middle. He hadn't been able to stop the run yet, so trying to keep the pressure on, keep the pedal to the floor here. As you can see, Caden Durham's tired, so we got a nice little move, cut inside, touchdown. This is where he starts kind of pushing the ball a little bit. I definitely was struggling on defense, not selecting the right side. My user was getting caught up on folks. I just kind of started playing some sloppy play. I don't know if it was because I was up 14 or not, but the game hadn't fallen apart yet in any way. Definitely a good game between both of us. I just had the upper hand from that initial stop and scoring both drives. So trying to adjust some guys here. I did drop 3 there, rush 3 there, but couldn't get the stop. I was trying to juke him up, really trying to think about what defense I want to do here, making those adjustments, trying to keep Cam Ward in the pocket. Got a nice run play that I just blew the user on, absolutely embarrassed. He made a nice cut, but I definitely should have made that play. So now he's passing the ball. He's got a bunch of guys running across. Cam Ward up the middle of the field again. 20 yards-ish, definitely gets there and gets the first down, playing some good offense again, making the right reads. I feel like he's doing really good. When I have him cover the hard flat, he throws it over the top to more of a corner route. When I have him cover the corner, he throws it down low. Again, you can't make all the adjustments the entire field because you have to rush 3. So I was definitely struggling in getting those adjustments right, but he was doing a good job of varying his play calling and adjusting to the way the game was going. Definitely doing a good job of switching between the run and the pass, having me guess a little bit more. That one, in my opinion, should have been a freaking pick. That guy should have come down, picked that ball, and ran it for 6. Would have been a completely different game, but that's okay. Another one that the coverage was just kind of soft. Even though I played underneath, they were still over top. Just didn't get the guys down fast enough. And another one where he basically runs not the same play, but a pretty similar play, fortunate to knock it out. He goes ahead and gets his 3. Good kick there, because we all know kicking is not so fun to mess with in this game. Back on offense, don't have a ton of time. Really trying to think about what I want to do. If I can score quick, I know the biggest thing I don't want to do is throw an interception or give them the ball back on a short field. So try to cut that one up, but my block gets blown up. Just good defense, gets stuffed. Back to the run, trying to do, I think, a stretch here. Tried to cut it up, big 99, wraps Caden Durham up. No issues stopping it there. Again, short time here. I wish I would have ran somewhat different play. Just tried to bomb it down the field, make some adjustments to try and pull that back safety down. But he had 2 safeties over the top that played the ball perfectly. So if I had a little bit more time, I probably would have let him get a little bit deeper down the field or ran across the field to try and get down there to kick a field goal. But it is what it is. He starts it with a jet sweep. I did what I wanted to do, getting my user out there to force him to cut up, but he still gets a bunch of yardage there. Not a bunch, but 5 yards. And then this right here. This is where I should have put the foot to throat, just really started pressing. I think I do go up 28-10 here, and then just start to let off the gas. But anyway, nice run to the outside by Caden Durham. Doesn't get the cut back, but 10 yards, we'll take it. On the 11-yard line, going in to score. Try and hit another jet sweep on him, but he's starting to get privy to it, playing some good defense. gets around the blocks, stuffs a run, 2-yard loss. Here, package that I love, it's the bunch, I believe ace bunch, if I remember correctly. This counterplay is my favorite. The misdirection is perfect. Caden Durham gets almost into the end zone, gets the first down with the 1 yard left. We hit him with another run in the opposite direction here. Tried to get him to jump, but it doesn't really work in head-to-head. Boom, touchdown, up 28-10. Guys, I should lock in here. I should not have let off the gas. He started playing really well. This isn't evident of that right now, but he really started to lock in on the pass plays. I felt like I didn't have enough guys on the field. I was really struggling to cover everything. This one, in my opinion, should have been a pick, but he got away with one. I should have locked in again. This one, my mistake, ran another man coverage, even though I knew he was beating me. Restrepo just roasts me on the corner route. I should have used the safety and come down, and should have known that he was going to try and hit the corner, but I was hoping to get some pressure there first. This one, coming across the middle, I stuck with it really well. He still threw the ball. I tried to pull my safety back, or my corner. I can't remember who it was, but didn't get him back in time. So, again, another drop, playable ball there. Here we got some good pressure on Cam Ward off that left edge. And again, just trying to send somebody. I accidentally only blitzed. Oh, no, I did blitz 3 that time. I think there was a couple times I only blitzed 2. Just real mistakes, but ended up getting roasted anyway. Here, trying to put a guy in QB coverage. Again, a man gets roasted to the corner. I wasn't making my right adjustments. He was moving the ball quick and calling the plays quick enough without adjustments that I was struggling to make the adjustments on the back end. Here, again, I knew he was going to run this play, this RPO, but instead of using the linebacker, I stayed on the D end and just got stuck. Unfortunately, that happens. And then again, I knew he was going to run another RPO. I put a hard flat there, but again, I should have used the linebacker, came down. Pick 6 here changes the whole dynamic of the game. Now he's kind of put the pressure back on me to go down and score. I'm trying to run the ball hard again. It's been something that he hasn't been able to stop yet. Now, Caden Durham is getting tired, but again, we hit that really nice counter play, got some nice jukes, nice stick work, about a 15, 20-yard run. So here, same formation, trying to stick to that run, stick to it on the ground. Again, it's been something that he struggled with, but just gets stuffed. 2-yard gain on the play. Sticking to the same formation. I believe I did an end around here. Kind of like a reverse. No, just ran it to the same side. Starting to get a little stale. Wasn't getting very creative in my play calling. I probably still thought that I had the game in the bag. I had forced his user to miss, but his entire defense was there on the left side. Just couldn't get past. Running with the linebacker here, I, again, stopped my user. I felt like he was really keying in on my user, and I just wasn't playing well. Stopped my user on what should have been a pick. I was following that route the whole way. Cam Ward breaks left here on an option. Nice pitch. Perfect timing. Big play for him. Again, he had shut me down on that drive. I punted, so he got the ball back. He's really starting to put the pressure on me. I'm really struggling to stop the pass. Cam Ward is just shucking guys off of his back or running when I can't get enough pressure and when I have too much coverage in the zone. Just really struggling to stop him here. 2nd and 22 shouldn't even be an issue. Dude rips off a 9-yard play. I think this is where I got kind of stuck on someone or blocked. Yeah, I tried to put him in a QB spy, went to a deep third, just really struggled, and then I think he just playmakered is what I believe is his halfback or somebody out there in the flats and just got a huge gain. So definitely should have been a stop on my end. Here I just got stuck bunching the linebackers when I was trying to spread them out. Just didn't play the the run at all, got hung up and just gave up a touchdown. Now it's a 4-point game from an 18-point game to a 4-point game. So dude played really good. Nice cutback by me, getting upfield, Kyron Lacey. Now really just trying to keep the rock on the ground, waste as much time as possible. We couldn't like bleed clock or chew clock or run clock in any way. I think I had like 15 seconds before the or the 2-minute warning that I did. But, you know, unfortunately, I'm just trying to keep the ball on the ground here, trying not to make any mistakes. Like I said, in the past that I played this dude, I've thrown gobs of interceptions, just really beat myself. So just trying to get a first down here. I really enjoy this play. That slot fade, and then got number 2 across the middle. So just moving the ball down the field, really need a touchdown here, but as you'll see, we struggle. So making some adjustments on the fly, trying to get him kind of off of his game, trying to get the guys out there to block. Nice cutback by Caden Durham, but only a 3-yard gain. Here, trying to put the rock up in the air again. Made a really nice read on that left side with the tight end. Here, I regret diving. I should have just finished it out in the end zone. I would have been up 2 scores, but I just struggled in the red zone. He really keyed in on the run, and I couldn't do anything. As you can see, 2nd and goal from the 6th, really trying to push that rock in. I checked down to a run here because I think he keyed in on the RPO. I know he likes to run RPOs, so I think he looks for them when other people run them, and I'm just, you know, didn't want to make that mistake. Here, great defense. He had both of my routes covered, my crossers, my running back going left, and my wide receiver going right. So I had to take the 3 here. Definitely wish I would have scored on that tight end play or tried harder to get in the end zone. I just thought 3 was going to be enough. Shut him down on the run. Got under 2 minutes left. Really trying to close this game out. Here he runs just a nice, I think it was a nice, yeah, just an underneath route, like a curl route, something that stays in the empty zone, and he gets a first down. So again, I'm really trying to play the coverage here. He does a great cutback up the middle, runs it for 20 yards, and then I try to stop the run here, keep it to 3, you know, really trying to make him drain the clock, really trying to put the pressure on him. He does a great screen play that gets blocked up perfectly. Great stick work to get through those blocks. So 1st and 10 from the 15. Here's where I really lock in. I start trying to change the coverages, make sure I'm not missing the run. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We're really pushing to stop him. He does another RPO. I, again, should have keyed in on that. It's what he really likes to do in the red zone. I don't know that he does too much other in the red zone. Get a huge sack here to make it 4th and 12. In my mind, he goes empty. I really keyed in on when he's in empty. I tried to run a dime like 3-2 look. And I could be saying the formation's wrong. I'm not a football expert. I played ball in high school, right? So I don't claim to be an expert. But anyway, my thought process here was, hey, get as many guys in coverage as possible. Still try to get some pressure to the quarterback. So this is a play that I ran in the beginning of the game that worked really well. I dropped everybody back, changed one of the linemen, I think one of the DNs, back into a quarterback spy, and then blitzed the cornerback that was on the man coverage. So it was a cover 3. Then normally, you know, after I send that blitzer, I normally drop back to my linebacker to cover the middle of the field, to user the middle of the field. You can see he was hiking the ball so fast and making just good reads at the time. I get stuck. I thought the corner that was in man was on the right side, but he was on the left side. You know, I know there are things that can prevent my defense from flipping, all that fun stuff, but again, I don't claim to be an expert at this game. I just really enjoy playing it and trying to put out good content for y'all. So with that being said, let's run it to this play where he just dots me up. I get stuck, only rush 2, my mistake. and he just hits me right across the middle. Like I said, ideally I would have been on that middle linebacker. I would have followed that route across the middle of the field, hopefully broken it up, picked it, or just stopped it and ended the game right there. Went to the finals, but absolutely sold, man. I just got stuck. He hiked the ball fast and just made a really good play, really good read across the middle to tie it up. Here's where I tried to get the ball out, try and get it downfield. I have 14 seconds, plenty of time to get into field goal range, try and put the game away to close it out. I tried to hit that comeback route on that left side. He has his corners a little bit deeper. The guy jumps, what I said at the time, 30 feet, but obviously it wasn't that high. Tried to do a high throw, but I don't know if it registered. So it gets knocked down. Here I'm pretty frustrated that it got knocked down. I try to hit him deep. But I really wish I would have done a crosser, like a deep cross, or had somebody coming across the field try and get as much yardage as possible. Now I have 5 seconds. I do run that crosser. As you can see, it works, gets past his defensive coverage. I don't know why he's not running like prevent or anything here, but that's what he chose, and it worked. So you can see his user follow the comeback, the curl route. I get the pass off, get him down there in field goal range, just not enough time. Here, I'm losing my mind. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed that I gave up the lead, but hey, I get defense. So, hey, it's time to lock in, time to turn around and win this game. Boy, was I wrong. Dude hits me with a run to the right. I stuff it pretty good, only 3-yard gain. I knew here that he was running a jet sweep to the left. I tried to get my guys to run commit to that left side. I blow by him. I have guys that are turned backwards. He just shimmies through the line, gets the touchdown on the second play of overtime, and I'm freaking pissed, boys. Like, I can't contain myself. I'm frustrated. And here's where I knew that the run was working all game. I knew it was first down, but man, I was down a touchdown, and I needed to score to keep this game going. And honestly, I was thinking about going for 2, just closing the game out. I had stuff in the bag to run from 2 yards, and I absolutely sold. Decide to do a pass play. He man coverages. I have what I feel like is nothing open. Try to throw to the guy that's doing the curl. Interception. Game over. Your boy's wrecked. Lose the game. Lose the chance at $100. But man, did we learn some stuff here. Really appreciate the guys that put on this tournament. We had some users that were just absolute dogs. We did even teams, so some guys that are really good in Dynasty didn't make it to the end. Some guys that haven't done good in Dynasty did make it to the end. It was just really interesting to see who wound up there. But I appreciate the opportunity to play this game and play in tournaments and provide content like this for y'all. So hopefully I can continue to do this and continue to provide great videos, great content, and things that you guys enjoy to watch. So until then, enjoy, like, follow, subscribe, hit me up, comment. If you guys are looking for dynasties, if you guys are looking to do anything, let me know. Online dynasties, I said, are coming out. We're doing rebuilds, we're doing road to glory, we're doing all those fun things. So definitely, guys, trying to make this brand, trying to make it a channel, trying to grow this. And I love gaming, so hopefully I can transpose that onto y'all. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy it out there, and only a few more days till college football 26. Let's get it, boys. Boys.